What's the dealio, guys? You already know what time it is, man. It's the trade of the day. I'm bringing to you a banger today, all right? So before we get into this video, I just want to say I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. Channel been really growing. So if you've been sharing it, I appreciate you, all right? Every single day, I'm bringing a trade of the day to you. We got other videos too, inspirational videos, mindset videos, all that good stuff. But I day trade every single day and I do it full time. And I've been doing it for a year now, and I just want to share the journey, and I want to share the lessons that I've learned on the journey, because this type of content is what I wish I had coming up. All right. So before we get into the trade of the day, I actually want to talk about before the market opened. Right. So the market opens. I'm on the West Coast at 6:30 a.m. So at 5:30, CPI report came out. That's the consumer price index. So basically it tracks the inflation. So I personally thought that they was going to crash the market. So I had a bearish bias. So I was expecting things to drop, and then I was about to load up on some stuff. And today did not go with how I thought, right? So then we ended up getting into Tesla. I got into Tesla 2 different times. First trade, I took an L. I lost 200. The second trade, I made 600. Okay. So I'm going to break down both those trades, and I'm going to tell you why I got into each trade, and we're going to go into the analysis on the charts, like how we do it. Now, what I want to say is every trader takes L's regardless. So if you're on the come up and you think that you're just supposed to keep making money every single day, 10,000 a day, like, nah, you gonna take some L's no matter what. I don't care how great you are, you gonna take some L's, okay? So I want to be realistic and transparent. I ain't just 100% from the field. No, I take L's too. And over time I've learned how to make those L's be a lot more minimal than how I used to. Okay, so we're gonna go into the charts right now and we're gonna break this down. But we got into Tesla, the first one. They was both puts, lost 210. And then 240, and then I lost and then I made 610. Okay, but it was the same strategy, and so this is why I want to break this down so you can understand. All right, so let's get it. All right, here we go. So we got Tesla. The market is still open right now. So all right, so right here. So Tesla. This is the 5-minute time frame. I'm using a 5-minute just so I could show you guys the movement, because if I show you the hour, there's not as many candles, so you're not going to be able to see the flow of the day. So I'm going to show you the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so today opened up. Tesla opened up at 409. Yesterday they closed at, where they close at? They closed at 396. So they gapped up quite a bit, about $15. So I kind of was like, man, we're going to have a sell-off, and then we're going to fill this gap right here. That's what I was thinking. But it didn't happen. So first candle, it wicks down, and then we start going up, right? I was going to get into this, but I like to wait 15 minutes until the market opens to really get a direction, because a lot of times you could get faked out and finessed. Okay. And so boom, boom, boom. Right. So we on a little uptrend, but in my mind, I was like, I don't know how far this trend is going to go, because we've already been having a lot of like red days and things like that. And I think that we're going to have some downward action. I was wrong today, and it's okay to be wrong. Right. But I was still able to make money in this trade. So I see it going up. Now, this right here is an indicator. This right here is the RSI, it's the relative strength index. So it shows when a stock is oversold, which means that it's too low. And then it shows when a stock is overbought, when a stock is too high. And whenever the stock is too high, which means it's overbought, most likely there's a downward move coming. And when a stock is oversold, that means an upward move is coming because the stock is low. And this kind of lets you know, right? So let's look at this right here. This morning, this is the pre-market. It was overbought because it had a really big move really fast. So it was overbought. And then you see right here, it was still there. Okay. So when this is going up, I was just waiting on a reversal pretty much. I was like, man, this is going to reverse, because this can't just keep going up, 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 up. Like there has to be some type of reversal. And so then we got in on this candle right here because it went up from 409 to 415, right? Well, to 416.64. And then that's like $7. So I was like, okay, here come the reversal. I waited. This was a confirmation candle. So I got in here. What they do to me? Boom, they went up. So I stop out. I get out. I take my lump. I take my loss, right? I'm like, all right, let me see what happens though, because I was on a 15-minute time frame. If you look on a 15-minute time frame, if you could see right here, it was up there. It was overbought. So I'm like, nah, yo, something got to happen because this ain't just going to be hovering at the RSI this high for this long. It's been on an uptrend. Like something got to happen. So then we right here, and then I see it. We see this candle. This is a level that I have charted right here. This level was 418.32. So as you can see, this candle tested it, rejected, and then this candle tested it and rejected. So what happens? Boom. I'm like, bet. I get in. I get in about right here, right? Yeah, about right here. Okay. Let me see how many contracts I got. I believe I got 3 contracts in this trade, right? I got 3 contracts. This candle came down here. I was up like 300-400. And then it came back up here, right? That's why you see this wick right here. I added 1 more contract to bring my cost down, okay? So I brought my cost down because I was like, when it goes down, I want to be able to make more money with a smaller move because we're in an uptrend. So then I got that other contract right here, and my total investment was about $3,800. Okay. And then I was patient. It came, hit this EMA, and then it was coming down. Boom. All right. And then what happened was on the 5-minute, yeah. And then it came down some more. Boom. I was like, all right, now we cooking. So I was in this trade for a minute. This is one of my longest trades. Probably in this trade for like 20-30 minutes. I don't even like doing that. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I was in this trade for about 35 minutes. And then it went up again. And then I was like, maybe like positive 100. So I was up like 300-400 right here. And then here I was like only like positive 100, 120 or something like that. And then this candle came right here and it was hovering. It tested this EMA, but it didn't go above it. So I stayed in. And then this candle right here came up and then that dropped. And I got out right here because this was a level. This is the pre-market highs. You see that right here? So this morning I charted out the pre-market high, which was right here. So it did not drop below the pre-market high. So because it did not drop below the pre-market high, what did I do? I got out. If it would have came below the pre-market high on a real candle, we would have seen some more downward action over here. And then we would have filled this gap right here, but we didn't. And then as you can see, the next candle, it goes up and then Tesla just shoots off like a rocket ship. And as you can see right now, it's still shooting up. So it's at 423 right now. This was at 412. So I could have got in right here and then rode it up, but I didn't, right? Hindsight is always 2020 when you're trading. Always remember that's always 2020, okay? And I want you to see this too. These exponential moving averages right here, the further apart they are, the stronger the trend, okay? So if we look at any stock today, it's a green market. Lockheed is down. Everything else is up. Okay. So if you go to Apple, you see how wide that trend is. And then when these come together close, what happens? It's a lot smaller candles and it's a lot of choppiness, right? But when it's spread out, you got big moves. You feel me? Same thing with Palantir, right? It's been kind of a weird day for them. But the closer the two EMAs are, the weaker the trend. And you don't know which direction it's really going to go. So you kind of want to stay away from it, right? Look at Tesla right here. It's just chopping around. It's going up, but it's just chopping around. But right here, you see how the EMAs are a little bit further apart, and that's why we have a bigger move to the upside, right? So it don't matter what the stock is. It's all about knowing how to use these tools right here to be able to see and decipher what's going on in the market, right, with these stocks. Look at Meta. Meta blasted off today too. Boom, right? It was from the beginning, it was wide. And you could take this from the open, but I just don't like taking trades when I don't have any candles for that day, right? But you see right here, the closer the EMAs were, look what's happening. It looks like it's going down, but then they fake you out and then it goes up. And that's how Wall Street be playing games. That's why stock trading is so confusing sometimes, and it puts you in a blender because you think that things are going away, but they're not. And you don't know the tools, so you don't know what's really going on. Right? So this is Meta. But if we go back to Tesla, so I got in right here. I got out right here, lost 200, got in right here, and then I got out right here at this level. And then boom, it was simple as that, right? So that's how we did that one. Where we at? Yep. So that's how we traded today. If you are trading or you want to trade, you got to get comfortable with L's and don't allow the loss to make you fearful, right? Don't allow a loss to make you be afraid to get in another trade, because as you can see, I was right. It was just the wrong timing. And a lot of people who trade in the beginning, their timing just be off. The entry is just off because they don't know what to look for. But when you know what to look for, things get a lot simpler and a lot easier, right? So that's what I got for you guys today. That's the trade of the day. I bounced back from a $200 loss, popped off 600, and we was good. We was Gucci, right? So always remember, get out of your head, get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video tomorrow. Peace.